Buenos dias, Gunners Collective TV. Back at it. You already know. Like I thought that was some bad habits. Bye. Bye. Let's get to the intro. This is a good one. Welcome back to the channel, and if you haven't already hit that like and subscribe button, make sure you go ahead and do that. Put your notification bell on all so that way you're directing the direction of the dope content that the gun stays kicking. And I appreciate the support, man. You know what? Let's get this mic closer. We're about to go in. Welcome back to another episode of Fuck Rebecca and Jake Fridays. And hey, this is my favorite day of the week. This is the day that this is the gateway to the weekend. And also, this is fuck you, Jake and Rebecca. So I got to give it to them every single Friday, indubitably, because I woke up this morning feeling good. I woke up this morning with a lot on my plate, a lot of things I have to take care of with my children, a lot of things I have to do as a single father, a lot of things I have to do with my health, a lot of things that I have to do, and I'm willing to go out there and do them, apply the pressure. I got it, right? I'm being the man in this situation. Okay, you got Ahmed Beyoso, Andatira has entered the chat, who woke up this morning hospitalized in the hospital, man, fighting pneumonia and cancer and all kinds of other things, man, and still staying motivated and keeping a smile on his face, man. Hey, real recognizes real, respect is in abundance, right? Prayers last night for reals, right? Also donations and all kinds of things, man. I believe that dude right there woke up feeling a breath of fresh air is better than nowhere, right? But then you have Jake and Rebecca, the monsters Haro, who literally woke up this morning and got their little sack lunch with their little hot breakfast in the county jail and are able to breathe. Yet baby Manuel is not able to breathe. Baby Promise is not able to breathe without her breathing tubes. But these fucking monsters can get up, never took care of their kids, never taken care of their kids, only manipulated the system, and continue to hold a secret, a deep, dark secret of what happened to baby Manuel. So you know what? Yes, absolutely. This is Fuck Them Fridays, because this is Friday and we're waking up, taking care of our business, and these motherfucking idiots are sitting there with the secret and not letting their child rest in peace. Okay, you can say whatever you want to. They're innocent. They haven't been proven guilty yet. They're guilty in my book, right? They're guilty for being stupid asses. How about that? Jake is definitely guilty for what he did to Promise. No matter what anyone says about baby Manuel, and of course, man, we're not going to stop. We're going to keep fighting. We're going to keep fighting. We're going to keep fighting, right? But with baby Manuel and Promise, there's two different situations. One, baby Manuel does not have the voice to speak out. He is deceased, or he is MIA, right? And these two people know exactly where he's at. They know exactly what they did with them. They know exactly what happened in that house. The fucking house of horrors. Okay, I wanted to get into a little bit about that house. The house that baby Emmanuel didn't get a chance to grow up in. He got 7 months of his life wiped away by two idiotic, lazy people. I fucking hate lazy people. Dirty people and lazy people are neck and neck, but lazy beats them, right? People that when you go to their home, their house, their whole fucking sink is filled with dirty dishes from 2 weeks ago. There's hot pocket boxes all over the place. The fucking dude is sitting on his fat ass watching Netflix. His old lady's in there fucking putting caked on makeup on top of makeup to cover her black eyes. This is the type of household that was. But not only was it just that type of household with them two fucking idiotic monsters in there, you got babies crawling around and shit. You got babies, man, not being attended to righteously. You know, I can only imagine the tears that came out of baby Emmanuel's eyes when he was hungry or he was dirty or he was thirsty. Man, I can't believe these fucking people, right? And we're not even going to get into the 2-year-old, which there's a lot of rumors circulating. People wanted to correct me. They said, oh, in fact, the 2-year-old is now with the same cousins that have Promise, right? I don't know if that's a fact or not. The last I heard, that baby was caught up in the system in CPS. But I don't know. Maybe they did step up. They've stepped up for Jake several fucking times. Why not step up one more time, right? Unfortunately, man, these people are bearing the burden of a monster. But you know what? Thank you and kudos to them for even doing that. We damn well know Rebecca's family ain't about shit. They ain't doing shit. Straight up. Now, there was a lot of people in Jake's family that were in and out of that home. Okay, we had the brother Hector Haro, who's deceased, man, died in 2021, who went to live with his brother and his sister Sylvia, who was also in and out of that home. You know, what kind of home was this? Was this a fucking home for the homeless that everyone just stood there? You know, I can only imagine what these people were doing, the meth smoke, the heroin, the whatever was happening in that house. Meanwhile, there's kids around having to go through the fucking suffrage of what's going on. Fuck Jake and Rebecca. Straight up. I don't believe they should get any type of deal, anything, until they tell us exactly where baby Emmanuel is. You know, now a lot of people have moved on, and I kind of want to hit every topic today on Friday. All the latest topics or the rumors or what's going around. First and foremost, a lot of people have fell off from this story. I get it, right? When it's hot, it's hot. When it's not, it's not. I've said that in other videos, man. There's people that will press play when the motherfucking song's popping, but once the tape starts popping, they're done. They move on to the next life, and that's cool. That's understandable. A lot of people are in it for monetary gain. A lot of people are in it for views. They're in it for clout, whatever, right? Or it's just, you know, hey, it's time to move on and speak on different stories and different topics. I get it. I understand it. I don't hate on it. But if you dedicate yourself to something a little bit more than just yourself, right? And there's a child that's missing, a child that's possibly deceased. And if you see that and you recognize that, and as a fucking single father, I really recognize that, right? Because I couldn't understand, you know what I'm saying, not knowing where my child's asleep at night. I couldn't even think about it. It's like a different world to live in, you know? So when you have a situation like what fucking Jake and Rebecca Haro have done, to me, it kind of gets me in the boo-boo. It kind of makes me look at life a whole different way. Okay, it kind of makes me sad, gets me emotional. It makes me think, man, damn, this world is different for everybody. What the fuck was going on in that house that could have been prevented? Where was CPS at? Where was that punk ass judge at, man, when he did that fucking judgment on Jake Haro and let him back out to be around kids after he knows what he did to Promise? You know, this whole story is twisting and turning and turning and twisting. And the cool part about it is we don't even have to twist and turn with this story. It's fucking very easily figured out. If you get fucking Rebecca's fat ass up and get over here, make her say something, and you tell Jake, look, man, we're going to give you life, stupid ass. Tell us something. But they refuse. They wake up this Friday, you know, fuck Rebecca and Jake Friday, and they get up and they get their little apple out of their sack lunch. You know what I'm saying? And they get to converse with the people that are on their tira, on their tier. And they get to smile and breathe fresh air today. Whether it's air in county jail, it doesn't matter. They're alive to talk about it tomorrow. And that's very unfortunate that people like that have the balls and the audacity to literally breathe while their child is missing. If my child was missing, I wouldn't even be able to breathe. But yet, hola, she sticks to the story. This woman is so sprung on fucking Jake's fucked up ass pipa that she is willing to go all out for herself and Jake, but not for her son. It's fucking nuts. He is not your son anymore, girl. You done fucked up. Now, something else that's been out there, rumors that's going around, is that Jake was assaulted by police officers. He was assaulted in the county jail. Now, according to what I heard, when Jake and Rebecca went to court, there was some type of interaction where they seen each other in the hallway, and Jake tried to express a message, try to throw a message out there. According to him, he was just trying to tell Rebecca that he loved her. He was probably trying to say, bitch, don't say shit, right? But whatever, man, that's his story. We'll let him tell it, even though he's not telling us where Emmanuel is, right? And that they tackled him and slammed him on his head. That it? Man, you guys should have fucking grabbed that motherfucker by the fucking ear, homie, and just, look, there's a lot of things that we can say and do and a lot of things we can't do but say. Look, if he got assaulted, oh well, shouldn't have been communicating. You got to follow the rules. Do you know how many times I got pushed into a corner or slammed on my head, man, for doing something against the rules while incarcerated? Every time. So you got to understand, man, that you're taking liberties and chances with yourself whenever you try to communicate or do something. If they tell you, hey, go straight forward, don't communicate with no one, don't say hi, then that's what the fuck you do. If you choose to be an outlaw and a villain and go against the grain and be your own man and do what you do, well, then the repercussions are going to be hard, swift, and they're going to hurt. So I don't give a fuck if Jake got his head cracked up by a cop. Oh, well, right? After what he's admitted to doing or what we know he has done to baby Emmanuel, fuck him. Man, we don't care. It's all about the baby and nothing about Jakey the Snakey. Now on Rebecca, okay, she's going to sit there in court and just be all quiet and look all sad and try to make people feel sorry for her so she can get a deal. Fuck you and your deal. The only deals that these individuals are getting, unfortunately, man, it's the way the law works. They probably will get a deal. But the only way they should be given action at a deal, and I agree with a lot of people that have said the same thing, is if they admit and tell us where baby Emmanuel is. That's it. It's that simple. So yes, on Fuck Jake and Rebecca Fridays, they have woke up this morning and they're breathing fresh air and their child's missing and they're not banging on their cell door asking what's the update on their missing child. No, not at all. In fact, Rebecca's in there fucking with her fat stomach getting her hair braided. Jake probably woke up this morning begging people for soups on the tira. Look, and meanwhile myself, I have so much to do, but yet I have to do these fucking Fridays. And I don't have to, but I choose to, right? This is all content for me to keep baby Emmanuel's name alive because so many people have disappeared on him. I'm not Mio. I'm not going to disappear. I promise. No matter how much hatred I get, no matter how many people are in my DMs, move on already. You move on. I'm right here, eh? I don't know what move on means. I don't listen to Soto Soul no more. That shit, just like fucking this topic, right, has been outdated. I'm not going to move on because there's a baby out there missing, and I believe, totally, honestly, truly, man, that he needs our help. Something just tells me, whether it's help in finding his body or it's help, period, he needs our help. And somebody has to step up for this child. You understand 7 months of bullshit with two bullshit ass monsters. And now people want to talk about him and they want to make money off him and then they want to disappear on him. Nah, don't worry, Manuel. I got you. And I'm sure on the Tira does too. He's just taking care of a little biz right now, man. That's another topic. Yesterday, I did a video on my smaller channel, man, concerning his health. And I just wanted to express to him and his family, man, you know, that we need him back on the case, that we need him back, you know, dropping them diamonds, that knowledge we can't get in college, you know, because someone like him, man, is motivating to me, motivating to you, motivating to everyone. And I'm seeing a lot of hatred. I'm seeing a lot of haters, man. And now I see that it wasn't just me. It wasn't just me that gets hatred on YouTube or any social media platform. There's other people that get it just as bad, if not worse. And he gets a lot of hate, man. And he just grits through it, man, bites through it and just does his thing. You know, he has been diagnosed with pneumonia. That's a pretty tragic situation to be, you know, to have a disease to have, especially when you're going through cancer and chemo and everything he's going through. So he may smile on his lives. He may be eating that papas and chorizo. He may be kicking back early in the morning, thanking everyone. But believe that man is in pain. He's going through some situations. So let's pray for him, man. Let's make sure that we don't forget that without him, you know, this story would have never broke like it did. And let's not forget, man, that he has straight up in real life put the pressure on Jake and Rebecca. So again, I say, fuck Jake and Rebecca Fridays. We're going to get into it. Now, also another rumor is that the sister Sylvia of Jake Haro was seen trying to leave the country or jumping on a plane. Look, it's not illegal to go somewhere. She's not charged in this case. Is she guilty? My gut feeling is telling me she knows a little bit more than she's saying. I think that whole family knows exactly what was going on. They sure knew about Promise, and they still fucked with Jake. How can you live with the fucking monster that beat the hell out of your niece and then ask him, come crawling on your beat up ass knees, right? And ask him if you could stay at his pad with your children? I don't see how anyone could ever do that. But again, this family is much different. It seems to me like the blame game gets played a lot in that family. It's like the children are at fault here because they exist. That's fucking nuts and crazy. I've seen situations in real life, man, where people were neglecting their children. And I was like, man, I had to pull them to the side, like, and check them, like, hey, bro, why don't you change your kid's diaper? I'll get to it. Nah, get to it right now, bro. Come on, homie, it's my kid. Yeah, well, guess what, homie? That's our kid. As a community, man, if we don't step up for the children and make things happen, then things are not going to happen. That child, in most cases, these babies are small. Emmanuel could not tell us he was getting beat. Emmanuel cannot tell us he was being deprived of food and water and milk and formula and whatever, man. He looked like he was shook up. Fuck Jake, right? Straight up, and Rebecca, because either she did it as well or she fucking knew about it, right? And that Tia Sylvia that was trying to jump on the plane and get somewhere, her bitch ass knew too. So this is not only fuck Jake and Rebecca Fridays, this is also Sylvia is included. The only one in that family that seems like he was not involved in this shit was, of course, Hector Haro, who died in 2021. Like I said, man, I interviewed his good friend, man, and he gave me basically behind the scenes and in front of the scenes, man, how that guy was. And he didn't seem like he had that type of bone in his body. He seemed like he was a father trying to take care of his children. We all fall on hard times. And unfortunately, he ended up right there in the Terror Dome too, around Jake Haro. It seems like everyone that goes around Jake is all fucked up in the head or they die. Have you noticed that? His brother doing well in Vegas. Eventually, man, finds himself on hard times, pulls up to his brothers within months. Gone. Sylvia, tirada. Looks like her fucking lungs are blown out from Gang of Mamones, right? She doesn't look like she was just living her best life. I've seen pictures of her, probably filtered, where she looked like she was all happy being a caretaker. And then she moves in with her brother, Jakey the Snake, and Rebecca Haro. And that chick is hooked on whatever she's hooked on. It's not phonics. And then, of course, you have the kids that have went through so much. We have Vanessa Avina, Jake's ex, man, who's probably a fucking piruja, tirada, just like fucking the rest of them. She was also involved in that case. She had something to do with Promise's abuse as well. And if she didn't have something to do with their hands on, she fucking knew about it. These people are all covering up for Jake and now Rebecca. Let me tell you something about these people. Until they tell us where Emmanuel is and what happened, they shouldn't get nothing. Don't give them that fucking apple. If I was a fucking correction officer right there, says you don't get an apple, bitch. You know what I'm saying? You get tuna. It's all onions and just a little bit of tuna. You're lucky you get that. And fuck no bread. You don't get no bread either, right? I mean, I would be an asshole. Because anytime anyone touches kids or does something bad to children, man, they don't deserve shit. They didn't give that child anything, and they don't deserve anything. So this is kind of just a little bit of a rant. Okay, this is what we do here on Fuck Rebecca and Jake Haro Fridays. You know, we express a feeling. We let people know that we're going to continue to fight for baby Emmanuel and Promise and for every other child that's going through the motions out there. You know, it's unfortunate that we wake up and we're like, damn, thank God it's Friday, right? I got this to do and that to do so I can fucking have a good weekend. And believe I got a lot to do right now. There's a lot more I could be doing than talking shit about these people. But these are two individuals that need to be put down. They need to understand. They need to hit rock bottom. They need to give up the ghost. They need to tell us where the fuck baby Emmanuel is already. Do you understand that these motherfuckers have not yet even asked about their child? Do you understand that their burden of guilt is not weighing hard and heavy on them? So it takes people like myself on the tira, you, the people that continue to fight with me, man, to hold them accountable. They're not innocent. I don't give a fuck about the court of law and the rules that man made up, man. In my heart, you know what I'm saying? And I'm a very religious man. I don't believe these motherfuckers are innocent of nothing. I know Jake definitely ain't. Rebecca, you're a stupid skonka forever hooking up with a guy who beat on a child. She knew. She having kids with a guy who did that to his daughter. What excuse? Oh, that was the baby mom. That wasn't me. I'm tired of these women that fucking support these dudes that are like that. And the dudes that support the women that are like that have some fucking some morals and some values. Like, let me tell you, man, I've told the story before. I went to a bitch's house, man. I say bitch, and I use that term loosely. Women are women, beaches are beaches, right? And this one was a bitch. I went to her house. Right when I get there, man, kids started coming out of every fucking room, every closet. I was like, damn, how many kids does she got? Was my first thought. And then my second thought was, who was watching these kids while we were at the club and you were fucking down giving me on my one on the floor like that fucking chick did Tupac? Like, what the hell was going on? And when I asked her, oh, they're fine. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years old. Hell no, they're not fine. I told the homeboy, pack up. Let's go pick the cocaine up and let's go, bro. We got to go. Oh, bro, I was about to get him up. Nah, fuck that. Do you see what's going on here? When I hipped him to the skip, he was like, oh, that's cold. Yeah. Hey, never again did I take a second look, because the way I was raised, the way I think is, man, any woman that would do that to her children would allow a man or even do much more. And I don't want to be around that. You know, I can't tell you how to raise your children, nor can you tell me how to raise mine. But at the same time, man, there's certain things we should do as parents, right? Jake and Rebecca, I implore to you, just fucking tell us where baby Emmanuel is. Tell the truth. You're going to get life anyway, stupid ass. You're going to get life anyway, circumstantial. You might as well just break bread like Jesus said and get you a little 25, 30. For reals. This is the truth. Rebecca is supposed to be a mom, allegedly. Bitch, say something. Anyways, that's my rant for the day, man. Jake and Rebecca, fuck you Fridays. And we're going to be doing this every Friday until baby Emmanuel is found or till this case comes to a conclusion. And then maybe even fucking after that. I don't know, man. It just is what it is. So on the tira, man, we support you, man. Our prayers go out to you. Sylvia, get your ass off that plane and clean your fucking house and wipe the mocos off your kids, you stupid ass. Jake and Rebecca, I'll take your apple, you dumbasses. Admit it already. And for everyone else that has fell off, well, I get it. I guess there's bigger fish to fry. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive, struggle, and strive for what I truly believe in. That's the betterment of all people. And remember, this content right here has been sponsored by Vario Liquors out there in Turlock, California. If you're in the area, man, make sure you stop by, tell them Guns and Dub sent you, and it's all good, man. Shout out Vario Liquors. Appreciate you guys, man.